Hey, what's up, guys? Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already.
Welcome, everybody, to an NHL 24 one-year rebuild challenge. Now, the first one we're doing here is with the Buffalo Sabres. They are once again not having that good of a season, and they need a lot of help now. If you're new to this, and I'm assuming a lot of you are, I haven't done one of these since about NHL 17, 18, around there. I started doing these in like NHL 17, and I just kind of stopped. So essentially the goal is, as it sounds, you got to try to build this team up to win a cup in 1 year. Now, the simulation will all be calendar sim. I won't be like going into the real-time sim in the playoffs or anything like that at any point because, well, we're not super invested in the team. We don't need to see that cup celebration. If you guys have any suggestions about, little rule changes and things like that, that's what we're going with. But injuries are going to be off. I'm going to keep trade difficulty at medium instead of hard, as we do for normal franchise modes. And that's the basics, man. It's not that difficult of a challenge. We just got to turn this team into a cup winner in a single year, which might be a bit tough. Double power forward, top line. Interesting. Well, I don't mind the bottom six, but that second line could probably use a little bit of help. We got to get more scoring there. Defensively is not awful. And I've already been swapping things around. Darlene and Power. I think I'm going to go 1-2 with them. We shouldn't need... Honestly, I think Johnson and Clifton are going to be just fine. Remember, in the playoffs especially, it's all about individual stats rather than overall. Both Johnson and Clifton are really good defensively. I don't necessarily like the negative chemistry here. So I might try to get someone better for Bryson. And you need a goaltender. You absolutely do. Probably keep Lukin in, but... Alright, well... Let's start to see what's available. First things first. I'm actually not too sure of our cap situation. 9.2 million cap space. Wow. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's actually see if there's any free agents available. I am using the most recent December 18th rosters. There's Ethan Bear. He is really good defensively, but he's listed as top 4. I do have morale off completely. I don't know, maybe. Ethan Bear is cheap. Well, cheap for us-ish. Is there any other good defenseman? Not really. Not for that right side. Ethan Bear is kind of good, actually. Yeah. I'm just going to offer him exactly what he wants. Let's see if Ethan Bear would sign with us. That's surprising. There's not going to be any good goal. Well, we need a starter goaltender. Anyway, we do that. We'll still have about 7 mil to play with, which is fine, because we can still shed cap, I'm sure. We'll get that in place. Let me just see if I can get him first. We're in the preseason still, so that really won't matter. But if we can sign him... he went with another team. Okay. I didn't want to offer him too much. Yeah, that will hurt our value a bit. But again, what we're trying to do, we can trade any pick. This is all about just the 1 year. Okay. So that's fine. Let me go to player search here. First things first, I want to try to see if we could snag a starting goaltender. Doesn't need to be anyone great, obviously. And salary doesn't, well, I mean, term doesn't really matter. I want to look at values. Lowish value. And I don't want him to be too good either. Frankly, because we don't need him to be. Markstrom, Bobrovsky, Thompson. Thompson's cheap as hell. And he's 85 overall. Listed as a starter, really good. Yeah. Let's see if we can trade for Logan Thompson here. That's going to be the first thing that we do. We'll see how much it takes. Doing a lot more editing and stuff like that. They're not going to want picks because they're a winner, but our picks right now are worth quite a bit. If I have prospects, I mean, Savoie. That might go through. We'd have too many. Ooh. Oh yeah, because he's Yep. He's a whatchamacallit, an exemption. Let's see if I can snag back a bit more value here. Because we might be able to use that down the road. Yep. Oh, fine. Yeah, you think you killed me. I don't care. We have a starting goaltender. And I can still move Levi's contract as well, which should be something that we want to do. Alright, let me see where he got put, because probably he's actually down. Oh no, he got put here. Cool. So we're going to have Thompson and Luukkonen. Now, 26 should be a good enough age. Usually around 24, 25 is when goaltenders kind of come into their own in the sim. I'm assuming Logan Thompson's going to be just fine in that role. Levi is the guy we got to trade here, because I'm not going to use him. Zach Benson probably too. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, we got plenty to be able to move here. Next target's got to be a winger of some sort, I think. I want to go with a winger playmaker. And we could have Tuck on the second line with... Cousins maybe, but I don't know about Middlestat. We'll consider that. But Jack Quinn... He's going to get moved. I want my bottom six to be all defensive, I think. Just have a top six of scorers. And goddamn, this team needs a lot of work. Paterk is fine. Jost maybe even too. Alright, I think we need to move for a big kind of game changer here. And Nylander is the guy I'm thinking. I mean... He's ridiculous. Yeah, he's got a lot of trade value. But the thing that I like about him the most is the cap hit is relatively low. So we're going to start with Benson, probably 2 first. We're going to need to shed some cap here. So let's see what else we can maybe do. Olofsson is a good one to do. And that would, he has like no value, but I'm not going to use Olofsson. That would help a bit. But we're still not close enough. I'm going to try this package. I don't have high hopes that it goes through, but that's a lot of stuff matching their blocks. So we'll see what they say to this. Oh, who's the same player? Olofsson? No, it's got to be Ostlund. Or Östlund, yeah. Let's see, unless they say about... Okay, no. This will work. This, at least that. I just have to find a different 5th piece. I'll try this guy because he's low overall, and I can't do Levi because unfortunately they have too many goalies already, and I don't want to take one back. Weird. They're saying Benson is the same as Kisakov. I thought the value would be enough, but not so much. This might not work. We'll try throwing in a second. And I don't know if we're going to be able to get Nylander here. I really wanted to, but it's looking like it could just cost too much. And we don't want to blow all of our assets here, but we'll try one more thing here. The firsts are worth a lot right now. Once this trade goes through, they won't be worth as much. So we'll try this. Yeah. Don't think so. Now, in the vein of getting that big game changer, Crosby is the one obvious. Now, Tuck can also play right wing, and he's not very good at face-offs. Crosby ticks all those boxes. Not the best X factors for a playmaker, but, I mean, it's Sidney friggin' Crosby. Let's start with this. Let's just see what they say to this package. I don't think this goes through. But we could push this through. They didn't say woefully insufficient. Problem being... is they don't really want anything. And yeah, that would give them too many goaltenders as well. Everyone has too many goaltenders. And they just want everyone who's on the team. Middlestat could be moved as a playmaker. He's on a fine contract, but 84 is probably too low for me. I just don't know, though. if we want to move him in this deal. Now, Krebs would make sense. That does put us in that too many players category. But that should be fixable. We just throw in this guy. Is this enough, though? I don't know, because it's Sidney Crosby. Ooh, boy. Three firsts, Krebs and Benson. There you go. We made it happen. Now, taking a look, that first line is pretty much sorted. It's the second line now that needs some help. What I think I'm going to do is I could use Cousins as a third liner. Like, he'd be pretty tremendous centering that third line with Peterka and then someone else, because Olofsson, nah. Which means Middlestat is a guy that I think we start packaging next with. We're going to need a center, playmaker probably, and then likely a winger sniper of some sort. Some kind of goal scorer, because Tuck alone is not going to get the job done. That's got to be our next goal here. All right, now the next player I'm thinking of targeting here is Lindholm. He could be a solid second line center. He's actually quite good defensively, well, really good on the draws. Doesn't have the best X factors for a playmaker, but I'm not... I think that should be fine. So that would be Middlestat, Östlund, and then I'm going to throw in a bunch of seconds just to see where we are to this. I'm also trying to get him to retain salary as well. This would make this a pretty straight up trade cap-wise, which would leave us still with about 2 mil. No. Okay. So not quite with the value. And unfortunately, Levi doesn't have much value at all. And I doubt that changes much. So, I wouldn't mind shedding Levi at this point, though. I just don't know what else we're going to get for him. So, we're not at the point of running out of value now, but with the trades that we made, our firsts now have less value, which is why I wanted to get the big ones done and out of the way. But we could still throw one in to see what will happen for Lindholm. We'll still have 2 more firsts after this. So, we'll see. I don't know if this works, though. No, they're still saying the value just isn't there. Which is a bit unfortunate because we don't have a whole lot more that we can give up. Well, the last option is to throw in one more first. We'll still have one last one to be able to trade, likely for that sniper. And we should have enough middling prospects to be able to retool a bottom 6 and get defensemen and things like that. And then, of course, some assets still when we get to the deadline. Or whenever else that we think we have some issues here. Let's try to pull the trigger on this. Come on. Come on. Ugh, still, the value isn't there. I don't think Lindholm's working. I don't think so. At this point, why not just get Crosby and Malkin? I wasn't going to initially, but if I shed Olofsson right here with Middlestat, that's enough cap to cover. And we have to take back a couple garbage guys because we're throwing in Olofsson and Kisakov, who is also signed. We're throwing in 2 seconds, too. It looks good on paper, but that rarely means anything. Malkin would be sick for the second line. And that goes through. Wow, they say it's a no-brainer. Okay, maybe I could have gotten away with just 1 second, but I don't care. We got both of them. Well, I was looking at a possibility, but there's no way we're going to be able to make this work cap-wise, unfortunately. But yeah, I figured why not pick up all the old superstars? Yeah, not with this cap situation. Alright, this one might be tricky, but cap-wise it makes a ton of sense. Samuelson, I didn't realize how much he's making. He's solid and everything, but... I don't know if I want to be paying him 4.2 million. That's a little crazy. I might not have to get rid of him. This would be league approved if I didn't. I could shed Greenways. But we're going to need more value for sure. He had a bit of value too, which is why I was looking at him like... Yeah, we do still have the firsts. We were able to hold on to a lot of those. So let's see what else we could do. We have another second if they want. I'm going to try to ease our way into it. Okay, at least they're not saying woefully insufficient. But they can't really take Levi because they have too many goalies. I mean, I could take one back. If that would be enough. If they have anyone completely garbage, which they do. Would this work? No. Ugh. Alright, well, the other option is to use Samuelson instead of Greenway. We could still shed that at some point, but if this doesn't work... I don't know, man. I don't know if we can make this happen. This would likely cost us the last first, and we would still have seconds and stuff, but... I mean, it would take care of our top 6 more than likely if we have to make any moves. It's a bit of a Hail Mary. But we'll have still a ton of assets. We could try it. And before I do Samuelson, we'll try Greenway again. I think we gotta have Samuelson's value. But we'll try it really quick. I don't think it works, though. Nope. It's gotta be Samuelson. Which is okay. Ish. At least he has some value because he's young. I still don't know if this works, though. It doesn't. That's crazy. Alright, well, we can also pursue Toffoli. It's going to be trickier cap-wise. I think I'm going to try to shoot for retention just because he's on a 1 year. Don't know if we'll be able to make it happen. And this won't be enough, but we're going to try it anyway. Second, 2 firsts, and Greenway. Not willing to retain. We don't need him to, technically, but... It would be amazing if they did. Let's try the Samuelson route instead of Greenway and see what they say to that. That'll work. That'll work. So, yep, I say we do this. He'll slide in onto that second line. Looks pretty damn good for it. We still have 1 more first, plenty of other picks and stuff. Yeah. It does suck giving up Samuelson, but for cap reasons, to also get retention right there, we're coming out ahead. This is, yeah, you gotta do this. Okay, so now what I'm looking at is some kind of probably 2-way for the 3rd line, and then I'm kind of okay with that 4th line. We're in a roll 3-line setup, so we don't need much here. And we still can shed Greenway. I think we go Greenway and Quinn to pick up a 3rd liner. And then we could use Levi to get that last defenseman, which is right here. I don't want the -3 with Yoki Haru up. He's great. I like him. He's not... We got to find someone with decent chemistry on that 3rd pairing, though. Yeah. At least that, so... Yeah, I think those are the last 2 moves we really need to make. Obviously, we'll reassess as the season goes on, but I think that's it. Let's see. Now, this player just leapt off the page to me. Low cap hit, good defensive player, can also play middle. Sean Monahan. He's also got a bit of an offensive touch, which would make that a perfect hybrid 3rd line. And we'll be able to shed the cap of Greenway in this, also putting us at a net positive. Quinn's got to go. He's great on a good contract, but he's just... I'm not going to use him as a 3rd liner. It's a bit unfortunate, sure, but hey, this should help that trade go through. I'm putting a few picks in as well. This should work. In fact, I might not need this much. Let's just try it with the 2nd in there. And see what they say. I got to take back that guy. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't keep those picks in there, because they really think they stole that trade. You might have, but not for what we're going for here, I don't think. So there we go. All we're missing now is a defenseman. I'll put him in that left wing spot for now. He probably has better face-offs than Cousins, but Cousins can play left wing, so... Hey-o. Look at that 3rd line. That is a heck of a 3rd line. Young, but I think they'll be fine. Alright, the last person we're going for here is going to be Joel Edmondson. DFD, 87, 88, 89 for his defense. Fits into all pairings, so he should be able to at least keep that 3rd pairing at an even for chemistry. And we're going to throw in, this is where, oh, perfect. They want Levi. This is where Levi goes. That's league approved straight up. Let me see if I can grab an asset back for possible deadline moves. Like a second. I don't think so. No way. Well, we'll take a little bit of something back. A third. That could work. Just a bit low. What about the other third? Slightly less value. There we go. And our team is together. Okay, so these are gonna be the lines that we roll with here. Skinner, Crosby, Tage Thompson, Toffoli, Malkin, and Tuck. Cousins, Monahan, Peterka, Okposo, Jost, and Gergensons. Defensively, Darlene Johnson, Clifton, and Power, Edmondson, and Yoki Haru. Of course, goaltenders, Thompson, Luukkonen. Power play 1. Crosby, Malkin, Skinner, Cousins, and Darlene. Power play 2. Crosby, Malkin, Toffoli, Tuck, and Power. Yes, I'm doubling up. Just like we did in Edmonton. We're putting these guys in all the situations. We're going for it. No one cares about the 4-man. Penalty kill. Give you guys a quick look. I changed a little bit here and there, but not too much. I never know what makes a good penalty kill. But I'll give you guys a quick look at what's going on with all those PK lines. There you go. Extras. You know what I like? Pass your shooter. And we're doubling up. Yeah, we're going with power and stuff on some higher situations. We'll see if that works for the extras. It should be fine. And then second one, Malkin Toffoli. And then it's Thompson Tuck. And for the 3-on-3, the forward pairings will be the same. Then it's Darlene, Power, and Clifton, because we don't have another good option. Crosby, Malkin, the extra attackers, and there's the shootout lineup. We are ready. We hope this does well. Again, injuries are off, so we don't have to deal with that. I technically don't need depth guys up here, but whatever, they're here. Let's see what happens. We'll still have some cap space. We can still make some moves at the deadline, should we so choose. But we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, I'll just do... I don't know, let's see what happens. Okay, so the first couple months, 15-6-2. A few times we had to outscore mistakes and things like that, but all in all, it's not horrible. We did run a 3-game losing streak, unfortunately. We were doing so much better. Crosby's crushing it. That's what we like to see. We'll check out the full team stats as well. We are first in the NHL. Pretty decent ratio. You'd like the defense to go down, but man, if we can maintain the scoring. The power play is awful. We'll see if it fixes itself. It's, in my opinion, made really well, but holy crap, it's terrible. Oh, man. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay, individual stats. Yeah, Crosby, Malkin, both crushing it. Toffoli, yeah, we drop off kind of after. Wow, that third. So the second line's struggling a bit. And funnily enough, our goal scorers aren't goal scoring much. Tage Thompson, that is weak on that first line. Very interesting. Okay, we do have Darlene putting up a lot of points, so maybe that's part of it. Luukkonen, not great as the backup. Thompson's doing okay as the starter. We'll have to give it another month and see what happens. Well, another month. 25-9-4 now. We'll do another quick check. I want to see if any of those things were trending upwards. Dude, Malkin and Crosby are killing it. That power play has to fix itself, right? There's no way it's that bad. We're maintaining the goals for. Goals against did get better. Okay, yeah, power play is trending up. Like a 3% increase in that 1 month as opposed to the 2 months. Yeah, we pretty much doubled up our power play goals as well. So that seems to be trending in the right direction. Individuals-wise, probably still similar paces. Crazy that what Cousins is doing. Probably not that much on the power play. Okay, yeah, all the numbers are looking much, much better now. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's essentially fixing itself. And dude, I told you, man, the pairings I think will be just fine like that. And now Lokanen's doing much better as the backup. Thompson's average, but again, we just need him to be good in the playoffs as long as we can make it there, which we damn well should. 44, 16, and 4 at the deadline. My goodness. Oh, this is going extraordinarily well. We are first in NHL by 7 points over everyone else. Okay, that's pretty fantastic. Goal scoring has gone up. Goals against has gone down. Power play trended up a little bit more. It's not tremendous by any means, but I'd rather be good 5-on-5, right? Especially come the playoffs. Crosby's goddamn he and Malkin are killing it. The problem is after that it does drop off. But it's not awful. They're all doing great. Like Thompson is kind of surprising considering, but I'm not too fussed over it, really. Yeah, I can't really be too fussed over it. He should hit 60 points. Just an awful. Cousins is the biggest surprise. Like, yeah, he's got some power play time, but he's at 43 points. Like that. Honestly, the third line's doing great. They're doing exactly. They're all pluses as well. Everyone, dude, the fourth line. This is a god tier fourth line. Wow. Darlene might even win a frickin' Norris. And Thompson's a starter. He's now a starter. Luukkonen's been quite inconsistent. Doesn't quite have the points I want out of him either. Just 17 and 19 games played. So that's a bit of a letdown, but we're in first in the NHL, so can we really complain? I don't dude, I don't know if I make any trades. I don't think I touch this. Since we're all calendar sim, I don't think I need to touch a thing. Now, team chemistry doesn't matter because I have that off. Maybe in the future we'll want to turn that back on, but I think for this challenge, having it off is fine. Line chemistry still matters. I mean, plus 36, plus 20, plus 24. This is the pairing that you could argue, but it's our, it's the top 6. I think we just roll with it. Like, we could, but like, what do we do? The defense, I'm kind of sort of against making a change simply because it doesn't matter. We've seen it in the sim time and time again. Look at the individual stats. Great defense. Great defense. Great defense. Solid defense. Like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. We might regret it, but I don't think... You could make an argument that, man, having a pure goal scorer, but they're both at 20 goals. Skinner might hit 30. It's kind of goal scoring by committee right now. Thompson's more of a goal. Yeah. I don't think we touch it. Which is controversial in a one-year rebuild, but I don't think we touch it. Maybe we'll learn in the next one. We'll have to make some trades no matter what, but we're going. We're going all the way. What a season. What a season. 57, 20, and 5. Where the hell are the playoffs? Thank you. Taking on Boston in the first round. But what a friggin' season. Almost ended with sub-20 regulation losses. We should have... Yeah, we're first place, right? We won the Presidents. So... Yeah, hopefully the curse isn't real, but it might... Oh my god. Oh, that's just the Atlantic. Hold on. Let's go to entire league. Jeez. I mean, we destroyed the NHL. Oh, what a ratio. Power play still wasn't great, man. I don't know what to think of that, but... Oh well. Goal scoring wise, we were the best offensive team. Defensively, we were the best defensive team. So I don't... it does suck that the power play wasn't amazing. Special teams in general wasn't amazing. But I'm not super fussed, honestly. That just means they'll be great in the playoffs, right? That's how it works. Just does the opposite of what happened in the season. So hey, maybe we'll just destroy worlds in the playoffs. Wow. Funnily enough, no one else hit 70 points, but they all hit 60. Everyone in the top 6, and then Cousins, of course, also had 60. That's pretty good spread scoring. And every line seemed to be clicking as well. That's the thing that's really, really exciting me. Dahlin's not going to win the Norris, I don't think, but whatever. Thompson did really good. He really got hot at the end of the season, which is exactly when you want him to get hot. We don't care about the league because it's not like we're in a franchise. Fine, I'll check. I'll check a few things. I won't go too in depth like I do for a normal one, but we'll check a few things like total points. Hughes led the way. Crosby's up there though. Ovechkin, yeah, we tried. We thought about it. Couldn't get him. Defensively, yeah. I mean, the plus minus is great, but it's not enough. Heiskanen should win the Norris, in my opinion, but we won't know, will we? I am interested in goaltenders, though. Okay, not... I was gonna say not quite, but I mean... He's the second best goalie in the NHL, so holy crap. We made some great moves. We don't care about rookies, but there's Bedard, point per game. Okay. Well, Boston's up in the first round. We'll get you guys a look at the playoff tree. And as I said, it's all calendar sim. So we'll see what we're going up against here. In Boston. It's probably pretty similar to what they have. Oh, their center course sucks, but they did pick up Taves. Nothing amazing. Defensively, solid. I say that's their high point. And of course, goaltending. Oh, gross. Just gross. That's gonna be the friggin' issue, right? Oh, no. Compared to us, though, it's just a question of can we score. I think we outmatch them in so many ways, but can we score is the question. And can Thompson do well? Who knows? We'll see. But I think their goalie's too good. We'll see what happens here. We will go game by game, I think. Game 1. We lost an OT. Game 2. We win. Alright, 6-3. Not the greatest goaltending. But at least our offense is getting there. On the road now. Oh my god, lost an OT again. Oh my god, we can't win an OT. No! Are you fucking kidding me? We're scoring. We can't keep the puck out. Do we go with Luukkonen? Yes. Ugh. 3 overtime losses, dude. That can't, I mean... That simply can't happen. You gotta win, like, one of those. Where the hell is it? We're scoring fine. I'll take a look at the defense and see if I want to... I don't really think so. It's kind of... They're probably all my... Clifton's not with power. And then they are. What if I tried Clifton with Dahlin? Two-way as opposed to... Yeah, they're both two ways. Sure, maybe it balances slightly better. Offense isn't the issue. It's keeping the puck out, which is hilarious against that team. But, you know how the sim works. Are we going to fail? because of overtime losses. We're gonna fail in the first round in our first 1-year rebuild challenge. Come on, don't do this to me. Thank you. Still struggling to keep the puck out. Game 6. For fuck's sake. Oh. A 119-point regular season, was it? Snuffed out in the first round. Well, this was essentially Florida and Boston, and we were Boston, except we didn't have a 3-1 lead. This. 3 overtime losses. You have to win. You legit have to, like, you can understand the 4-3 ones. This one you have to win. You scored 5. Can't lose that game. And part of it was, like, I didn't want to, like, this was the game I took out our goalie. I couldn't really, like, these are hard to say it's his fault. Yeah, he allowed 4 goals in the entire game, but 3 in reg, it's not awful. We were scoring enough. We just failed in OT, and then this one, we didn't score all of a sudden. Fuck. We go down in 6 in the first round, so the first try at the 1-year rebuild challenge utterly fails. We did great. It looked good until the playoffs, but you know. So even with calendar sim, shenanigans still happen. Ugh. That team's outscored us. I just want to know who was doing it. If it was one of those trash tier players, I'm gonna be so pissed. Who was it? Oh my god, he only had 6 points. Oh my god, he only had 2 points? 7? DeBrusque had 4. What? 8 points for Coyle. Screw you. Don't me. What the hell? How'd they beat us? Oh, their third line. Oh my god. Oh my god. Their third. Yeah, because that's a better third line than ours. Dude. Well, we did our best, I guess, but it wasn't good enough. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you did, of course, remember to hit that like button and things like that. If you want to see more of this, let me know in the comments section below. Disappointed. But hey, we tried.